The Watch. Well, Jonah Hill was funny in this movie. Vince Vaughn was funny in this movie. The random British dude that I don't know was funny in this movie. The one person that wasn't funny in this movie. Hell, the security guard at the beginning of the movie is funny. The cop guy, funny. Everybody's funny. Except Ben Stiller.
He's aggressively unfunny.
The easiest way, this movie actually would have went from funny enough to watch, which I think is basically where I would put this. It's funny enough to watch. Look, don't knock anybody down to like rent this son of a bitch from Blockbuster if there is actually any one of those left. Funny enough to watch. The thing they could have changed that would have instantly made this movie kind of fucking awesome. And I realize it would have made the movie too expensive and you can't do it, yada yada yada. I get it. You're not going to get this guy to do this movie. It would be too expensive. But imagine Tom Cruise.
As Ben Stiller.
Yep.
That would be fucking perfect.
Yeah.
He's already proven that he has good comedic timing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take himself too seriously with Tropic Thunder. And yet, his character would also make a lot more sense at the very end when it turns into an action movie. Spoiler alerts. It turns into an action movie.
Yeah. And he's a straight guy anyway. I mean, he's not the off-the-wall crazy guy. He's the straight man in this comedy flick.
Oh my god.
Tom Cruise could have just been that guy. And it would have been so believable because he's an intense dude.
Yeah.
I'm not a giant Tom Cruise nut hugger. I think you know that, and I think most of the people who watch any of these other videos know that.
That's the thing, though. He can also be really like friendly and boring. Like at the beginning of Mission Impossible 3, when he's blending in with his wife and everything and pretending he's not a secret agent.
Yeah.
He could do it.
Yeah. This movie would have been great. So Ben Stiller is the uptight, straight-laced dude. Vince Vaughn is the kind of crazy, say crazy shit, let's drink some beers dude. British dude just wants to get laid. Jonah Hill just wants to shoot some shit. I fully expected to hate this movie. Ben Stiller has some good ideas. I don't usually like him in his own movies. I know he saves money by doing that.
Was he involved in this movie outside of acting?
I don't know. Maybe that's why it was good. Skinny Jonah Hill, if John Candy had lost his weight instead of stroking out or whatever killed him, I mean, would he have still been funny? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with a skinny John Candy, probably not that funny.
You know, John Candy had a really good sense of comedic timing, however. I think he would have recovered.
They used the fat, though.
Well, absolutely.
So,
just like Chris Farley used the fat, but Chris Farley also had great comedic
don't
timing.
even mention Chris Farley.
What's wrong with Chris Farley?
Because, okay, oh shit. Where do I even begin? John Belushi already happened.
I think Matthew Perry would have been really good in The Watch. Probably could replace Ben Stiller with Matthew Perry.
I might not ever hang out with you again.
What's wrong with Matthew Perry?
Are you serious?
Do you hate Friends or something?
Do I know you?
Yeah.
Look, these views that are being expressed are all his. I do not agree. This is ridiculous. I would have preferred someone else be in the Ben Stiller role, but probably not the most talentless hack ever to set foot in the state of California.
So over the course of The Watch, I was encouraged by this guy here to take notes.
And he didn't really.
You know, the problem is there wasn't much to take. So I'd like to share my notes with the internet at this point. Firstly, and this is underlined because it's important, Ben Stiller sucks. He sucks. I mean, that was done even before you see anybody. That was during the opening narration. I just couldn't stand his shit anymore.
Not a Ben Stiller fan. He's done a few good things.
Secondly, nesting dolls.
They spent a long time on those dolls.
A long time on those dolls.
And like, I feel like we understood and kind of went, yeah, that's right, he won't quit fucking with the dolls after he opened like 3. But then after he opened like 13 and kept going, like every Ben Stiller fucking movie, it seems, you end up with a gag that may or may not be that great, but if you ended it when you shoulda, it would have been okay. But instead, you make it last for 3 minutes when it should have been 8 seconds. Okay, if he had like 7 of the nesting dolls' heads in his arms and it looked like he was just all like, "Oh my God, there's so many of these," we got the joke. Cool. Okay, yeah, he's fascinated by shit that we all have seen before. But instead, they show him just, oh wow, look, there's another. Oh yeah, oh shit, there's another fucking head. They keep coming. I just fucking wow. Oh, they keep coming. I literally did it funnier than Vince Vaughn. I did.
Thirdly, and this is the only note, Cop.
The Cop's fantastic.
The Cop was very funny.
Saturday Night Live guy,
Will Forte.
Will Forte.
I think that's his name.
Something like that. He's funny. Anything that makes fun of cops, it's kind of funny. Super Troopers, Blues Brothers, anything that makes fun of a cop. And if by any chance anyone actually watches these, and one of you is a cop, anything making fun of you guys is hilarious.
Hold on. Let me get a beer first. Unless you want to like soliloquize down here by yourself.
I don't. I'm lonely already.
Oh, I'll be right back. Calm down.
You should drink cheaper beer. Just saying. You could buy like a whole case of fucking Pabst Blue Ribbon for what you paid for that shit you're drinking right now. When you edit this, I want you to understand that I think that that's crazy. You should just buy cheap beer.
You do realize I'm going to be able to go and see exactly what you said
What?
when I'm editing.
You're gonna see this?
So if you had the choice right now of watching Blazing Saddles with the part of Gene Wilder replaced with Matthew Perry, or The Watch, which would you pick?
Matthew Perry is Gene Wilder's character.
Matthew Perry is Gene Wilder's character.
I'd watch The Watch.
That's probably the best endorsement you're going to get from us.